Hello and welcome back after the break. We have got a Sonic 2 speedrun for you now from Liam. So if Liam and your cat would like to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Liam. I'm going to be running Sonic 2. Hopefully it doesn't go like a complete disaster, but yeah. So do you want to introduce yourself, Hatchy and Shaw?
Hi, I'm Hatchy. I run this game.
Hey there, I'm Shaw. I run this game and a couple other classic Sonic games.
Alright, I'm ready whenever, by the way, so... should I count down from 3? And then you can start the timer?
Yeah, feel free to just count us in. Hang on, we just quickly need the run details to be updated, but then yeah, I just want to make sure that's done.
Alright.
Cool, yeah, okay, yeah, you can count us in whenever.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1... Go! Okay, so Emerald Hill 1, this is like the easiest level in the entire game. I'm gonna try and get a 20 time, but like, this isn't gonna happen now. Oh my god. Okay, my hands are really cold, I can't really do anything. Leave me alone. Anyway, so I'm gonna roll here and hope I... Okay, well that's terrible. This level's gone really bad already. I would have finished the level by now, but I didn't get the strat, but that's fine. So, I'm gonna try and beat the level under 30 seconds.
Awesome.
Alright, whatever. 30 seconds. It's fine.
So yeah, what he was going for there is if you roll on that slope at a specific time with a specific speed, you can just bounce all the way to the end of the stage. But it's definitely not the easiest level in the game. I don't know what you're talking about, Liam.
Anyway, so I'm gonna... Ah, almost. I almost got the monkey jump. You can like jump on that monkey over there and like save a bit of time.
Oh yeah. You got the height, but you didn't.
Yeah, that's usually a 2-frame jump there to get the height with the monkey. So pretty difficult jump.
Yeah. There's another path I could have done there. I did mid route, I think, and I got invincibility. It just makes this boss a little bit easier. The legendary 4-4 I just got right there. 4-4 hardest rate in the game. And yeah, finishing a level of 41. Ideally I'd want a 39, but 41's pretty good. Anything under like a 45 in this level's pretty decent.
So at the end of the stage you see this time bonus, and you see it takes time to tick down. And sort of the amount of time that it takes to tick down like increases in sort of rounds of like if you beat a stage in under 30 seconds you get a 50,000 point time bonus, or over you get 10,000s. And yeah, it takes a really long time to count down, so to sort of avoid anything like that we just time this game in-game time, so the time that you're going to see at the end of the run won't be accurate to the in-game time.
Yeah, I missed a jump and the loops there. I didn't get enough height off them, but 35 is decent because I didn't get that. This level coming up, I'm gonna manip Tails into like thinking like, well, I'm gonna manip the game, well, Tails to like go behind this door here that's coming up. 4 attack spin dash, and then hold right, hit the thing. Tails jumps, that's good. Jump about there, jump there. Didn't get it. Okay, well, I'm gonna try this back up here.
Oh,
I don't think I'm gonna die. I don't like this level. This saves a bit of a lot of time here, so I'm gonna just try and do it.
Yeah. So what's going on is that what's supposed to happen? Well, he got the setup for it, but he just didn't get the last jump. So he's manipulating Tails to spawn on the other side of this door. And when he goes to the other side of the door, he hits a path swapper that allows him to go. There we go. He got it. Down this slope instead of straight across, and that actually skips about half the stage.
Yeah.
And then he does this jump off the slope here, which is a nice shortcut to skip the sort of rising water section that's pretty famous in this level.
No, he's on this boss where he just jumps to the right and gets all the hits, and that's it.
Yeah, the bosses in this game are not very complicated. They didn't put a crazy amount of effort into bosses.
There's a few that are kind of complicated for the speedrun, namely
Yeah.
Metropolis and Death Egg, but yeah, most of them are pretty simple to beat, even in the speedrun.
So Quiet Room 1, it's a really spin dash heavy level. So Sonic 2, obviously, was the first instance of a spin dash in a Sonic game, and it's pretty much the fastest way to get around without completely breaking the game. You can get faster spin dashes by sort of revving up your spin dash more, and you can reach maximum speed with 6 spin dash revs. Luckily in this game, the 3 buttons A, B, and C, they all have exactly the same function. So to get what we call a 6-tap spin dash, you just mash A, B, and C 6 times really quickly. And that's like generally how you want to get around in this speedrun. And that was a really good stage. 24 is a solid time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, very good.
This level, I'm gonna try a little jump here called Pillar Jump. If I don't get it, I'm gonna try another trick called Coin Flip. And if you want to explain it, Hatchie, because I'm not really super good at explaining it.
Okay, so Miss Pillar Jump. That's,
oh, nice.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't get Coin Flip either. So he
almost did.
Wanting to. Oh, you got the height from the jump, but your invincibility frames ran out. But
I'm gonna.
So
die.
what happened there? That spring. Oh no.
Oh,
Get a bubble. There we go. There we go. Everyone hates that drowning music. So that spring that launched him up really high in the air just before he got hit by the sharks has some weird properties. You have to be. He wants it to spring you up, like with enough speed to get into a different path. But sometimes it just won't spring you up very high because like you need like a pixel perfect speed going onto it, and there's like really specific setups, and it's not a fun trick.
Yeah, I could have done a trick there. It's like a frame perfect boss kill, and he saves about 5-ish seconds, I think. I don't know, but it's pretty hard, and I'm not really good at it, so I just kind of killed the boss how I normally do it.
Yeah, it saves 4 seconds.
It's not like something you would expect.
Yeah. Alright, this level's kind of hard, yeah. It's not hard, it's just like doing it optimally is pretty hard. So I'm gonna try and not get like stuck here. Okay, that's good. Got up, nice. Do a little 2 frame jump there. Or whatever.
2 frame window, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a really
Really
solid
clean
level,
level, wow.
yeah. 28 is really good.
Yeah, that's about as well as you can hope for this level to go.
Yeah, the best you can get is 27, and then there's also a zip you can perform which saves 2 seconds, but it's very risky because if you miss it, you either soft lock or you lose a ton of time.
So yeah, Casino Night is like, in essence, they're both pretty simple zones, but they're kind of, you're on a timer, basically, from picking up the speed shoes. And if your speed shoes run out at any point, like if you've made a mistake, then that kind of messes up the whole level. But yeah, that Act 1 was really good.
Coming up here, he's going to be going for another trick called Flipper Clip, where he kind of uses a flipper to gain a bunch of height and then falls in a pretty precise trajectory to clip through one of these flippers. So he's going to...
Nice, got it.
Oh,
nice, you got it.
Nice, you got it. There you go. That's a pretty difficult trick.
I'm gonna try another one up here. No,
Yeah,
okay, I had too much speed there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You got the hard one anyway.
Yeah.
So you see in the setup for that, he was doing some like pause buffering. Pause buffering is a thing that we can use in this game. Because it's timed in IGT, it's not actually, you don't actually really get penalized for it, which, yeah. You can have, and everyone has their opinions on it, but I mean, you're allowed to use it, so why not? I mean, and some of the tricks in this game, like, are really, really precise, so pause buffering just helps guarantee to get it.
Yeah, some people pause buffer more than others, but it's not really a big deal. If you get a good time, that means you're a good runner. It doesn't matter if you pause buffer or not.
Yeah. But you can't pause for more than 10 seconds though, so... Well, in a speedrun anyway.
Yeah, more than 10 seconds at a time. So, Hilltop, is actually, even though it's quite early on in the run, I think it's one of the hardest zones in the game.
Yeah.
Hilltop 1, not particularly complicated, but just like not difficult to get through, but just so much can go wrong. Right here, that's like the first instance of a major glitch we get in the run. So what happened was, he actually had the other way. You can top portion of the lava has collision, so got invincibility frames, either through damage boosting or picking up that monitor. Then the platform can just push you all the way through, straight into the cave section, and then you can trigger a zip and skip a decent amount of the stage.
Did you explain what zips are?
No, I don't think I did. So, zips in this game, because of the way collision works, solid objects and terrain actually sort of have this property where they push you away from them because they're solid. So if you actually manage to get inside of one, then it will still it will try and eject you out by if you hold a direction, then it will push you out in the opposite direction like really fast. So we can actually use that to our advantage to get like incredible speeds to do skips and stuff. Oh, nice.
Oh wow, really clean.
Nice.
So he did
First
a monitor clip there, as we usually call it, where he does a 2-tap into that monitor to clip in, and then he holds left and jumps a frame after. Does a small jump a frame after. And if he does it correctly, he can just go through the wall there without dying and save about 4 seconds, if done well.
In my opinion, that's like one of the hardest tricks in the game for sure.
Yeah.
It's really
it's
precise.
up there. It's up there.
It also has some risk if you press jump for like more than 2 frames, then there's a chance that you could just die.
Yeah, it's a pretty risky trick.
First try is awesome. Not a lot going on in Mystic Cave. It's like a lot of movement, a lot of spin dashes. It's quite a fun stage. It's not easy, but not insanely difficult either.
Yeah, there's some optimizations in this level that are pretty difficult to perform. So if you are a top runner, this is actually a pretty difficult level.
Yeah. Sub 40 here is pretty good, and especially for a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. 38 is pretty good.
Alright, this level, you're gonna see me pause a lot here because I'm bad at this jump. Okay, I didn't get it. Oh my god. Get the switch. Okay, so basically what I tried to do... I'm down here, I'm gonna die. There's a trick there to save a cycle, but I'm kind of bad at it, so I'm gonna try it again here. Really, I want to try and stay, like, on the top path, because the bottom path in this level is pretty slow. A straight jump. Okay, so there's this thing in this game where you spin dash and then you release a frame after and jump like straight after, and that's called a straight jump, and it like kills all your speed and like you just jump straight in the air like an idiot.
When you straight jump on that platform, it's really awful because you have to go back to the left to despawn it, to respawn it even.
Yeah.
That's okay. So yeah, staying on this top path, just a lot of spin dashing and movement and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna stand to the right here. Those projectiles that like fall from the ceiling are kind of random. So like, if one spawns on the right, I want to stand like in the middle right-ish of the boss and like just jump and spin dash.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only instance of RNG in this game, but it's not really the biggest deal. It's not like totally run killing.
Yeah, technically it isn't even RNG, but it's not something you can really control.
Yeah.
We just consider it as RNG.
So, Oil Ocean 1, this is actually my favourite stage to speedrun, because we just ignore sort of every effort of level design here and just go underneath the whole stage. So you can do that because the collision of the pillars that he's going underneath, they don't extend all the way to the bottom of the stage, and because you can sink into the oil for about a second before dying, you can actually just spin dash underneath all of them. Yeah, it's
No.
actually easier said than done though. It does require some precise timing to avoid death, but Liam's done a pretty good job of it there.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice fan.
Yeah, you got a fan there. That happens, you lose quite a bit of time.
But yeah, just avoiding death in this stage is kind of the goal.
Yeah.
For most people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Oil Ocean 2, are you doing the level rep, Liam?
Yeah, I'm doing a level wrap.
Alright. So, here we're going to see a level rep, which is, yeah, quite a big part of this run, especially in Metropolis. So, he's going to get this supersonic style glitch. I don't really know how this works, but basically this glitch gives him properties that he can move at double speed and jump with double height. And then he's gonna clip into the wall from the spring with a little subpixel setup. And then, yeah, so what happens is if you go off the left boundary of the level at a really high speed, then you can actually just go completely over the boundary, and your x coordinate is negative, but the game doesn't know how to process negative integers, so it puts you at, it essentially teleports you to a really high positive, which is at the end of the stage, and then what you see is just the camera catching up to where Sonic actually is. And nice one cycle as well. That's not easy to do either.
Yeah.
That's
That
a
boss
very
is-
big time save. If you miss a cycle, you're losing about 18 seconds.
So, Metro, Scary Zone.
Probably
Alright.
the hardest zone overall in the game, yeah.
Yeah. There's
So
his
he's-
zip in. Wait, do you want to explain it?
Yeah, I can
Alright.
explain it.
Okay.
So he's gonna be going for a zip here where he clips into this piston here, and by performing a spin dash, holding left, and then jumping within a 2-frame window, he can clip through this wall here, and he got it. Nice, first try, really good.
Ah, let's go.
Oh, and he's going for the hard knock clip.
Ah, I didn't get it,
So he's throwing
okay.
a screen wrap here. Oh. That's okay, at least you didn't die.
Yeah.
That nut clip there is very dangerous if you go for it fast, because you have about a 4-frame window to jump, otherwise you will die.
So, should probably explain screen wraps as well. Screen wraps only apply in Metro, because the stage actually wraps vertically as well as horizontally. So if you go, like with the level wrap, if you go off the left side of the screen, with this stage, if you go above the screen, then it thinks that Sonic is actually further down. So the camera sort of scrolls down to try and catch up with Sonic. And then during that time, like, objects are deloaded, so when they come back on screen, you can phase through them and use that to clip through.
And there he performed the second instance of a level wrap in this game that is used in runs. So basically, just like in Hilltop, the lava here, it only has collision on the top, so he goes through the lava and into like a wall area where he can zip from, and by holding right, he can initiate a level wrap there.
Alright, coming up to one of the hardest level wraps in the game. I'd say it's the hardest, but... So you want to get Tails to walk off this platform here at a very specific pixel that Sonic's on. Got it first try. Okay, so that didn't...
that's
do you want to explain it, Hatchie, or sure?
So, yeah, the main reason why Tails is even here in the first place, why we bring him along, is because we need to be standing in a pixel-perfect position whilst Tails walks off that platform, triggering it to drop down. Then you have I think a 4-frame window where you're clipped inside the floor and you can trigger a zip. And then you see the reason why Liam was doing so much pause buffering there is because when you get the zip, depending on how many frames that you've held right for, you need to do different inputs, like frame by frame. So the pause buffering, he's looking for what frame he's on, like how many frames he's held right for, and responding to that.
Ooh, that was really close to
Yeah.
death there.
I'd really,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
That was very close.
Oh my god, Liam, what are you doing?
So there's actually a strat for this boss where you can keep him on the ground and essentially one cycle him, and it saves around 8 seconds, which is a pretty big chunk of time save, and it's probably one of, if not the hardest strat in the game.
Alright, so now we're going to the hardest level in the game. Just kind of sit in here. This is like a 2-minute long auto-scroller. Not really much to say here. So yeah. How's that?
Yeah, believe it or not, at the end of the stage, you can actually save a second by kind of spin dashing and jumping. It's probably frame perfect, I believe. And it's just, if you miss it, you will usually lose a second, so runners don't go for it.
Yeah, it's frame perfect. But other than that, this is just a 2-minute auto-scroller, nothing going on at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's everyone's day?
Mine's pretty okay actually.
This run's actually been really good, Liam. Like you've got the hard, you got like all the hard tricks first try.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning was a little rough, but everything like the mid game and your Metro especially was all really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing really to say about this level. It's like a 2-minute long auto-scroller that doesn't matter. Like,
actually, I guess I could talk about the upcoming level Wing Fortress a little bit.
It's in the background right now, look.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, here's Wing
Explaining it
Fortress
during the level is gonna be pretty hard.
in the background. So it's a really complicated level. Not many people actually properly understand what's going on, but he's going to be playing the level in a really specific way in order to manipulate memory, because he's going to get slope glitch and then essentially not so much skip the boss, but just like play the boss completely unintentionally and skip a chunk of the cutscene. But in order to be able to charge a spin dash on the boss, he needs to be manipulating memory so that the boss loads in a certain way that has the property that you can stand on him. It's really complicated, not many people know exactly what's going on. But yeah.
Yeah, and slope glitch is basically when a sprite deloads, a sprite-based object deloads the frame you're standing on it, you gain like kind of not so much an ability, but a glitch state where when you interact with slopes, you start going down the angle that whatever you touch the slope, however you touch the slope, that's the angle you go down. So it basically allows you to like clip into floors and clip through walls, and it's very useful, especially in this stage.
Alright, there's this, I'm running this game on a specific version, so this version of the game I'm running on, the Sonic compilation, that spin dashing the arrow just did doesn't work on any other version. So it saves about, what, like 3 seconds or something? It's like a free time save.
And so now he has slope glitch by spin dashing on that zipper, and you will see he will go into the ground here.
Okay.
And then he needs to load the boss in a really specific way.
This should work. Yeah, he got it. Nice.
Nice. So that's where most of the memory manipulation is the way you enter the boss room. You need to stop in a specific window, and then let the camera catch up and trigger it back. So what's essentially happening is you're loading certain objects in specific RAM slots to set it up in like just an extremely specific way.
It's a 144, really good.
Yeah, and then you end up with this beautiful Sonic sprite at the end. And that's just Death Egg.
Yeah, it's like a 40-second long cutscene here. There's nothing really to say. Just Sonic just holding onto the ship, going into Death Egg. Probably one of the hardest levels in the game on PB pace. Not because it's hard, it's just because the final boss can like be unpredictable.
You have no rings going into this boss fight. It's actually really easy to die. Nerves can definitely get to you. There's multiple strats you can do. You can actually do a 1 cycle, but it's like the hardest trick in the game. Like the riskiest trick in the game, and it saves about 6-7 seconds.
Oh, soft locked.
Oh, nice. All right.
What do I do now?
I guess you can go into level select.
I could actually.
Like, finish the run. So what's actually happened? This game is so dumb. If you kill certain bosses on very specific frames, so that was a frame perfect mistake. Then the game just soft locks. Like it's frames where they like transition state. No one really knows why it happens, but it just does, and it sucks.
That's a
Yeah,
that's
There's
that's actually sick.
also a hard lock you can get with Silver Sonic, which is also frame perfect. So there's basically two ways you can kind of end the level there and not be able to progress.
All right, but yeah, we have level select. So using level select is not a valid way of completing a run, unfortunately. But you know, we got to actually get the credits here. This is a marathon.
And here he is,
I'm quite happy I got that soft lock, to be honest. I'm not even that mad.
All right.
Dr. Robot.
Here, yep, final boss, Dr. Robot.
Oh, I died. That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, this is how this final boss can go.
this boss has some very janky hitboxes. In particular, his legs and the flame on his jetpack. It's really easy to mistake how big those hitboxes actually are.
Yeah, you gotta be so, like, you're standing behind him. Like, from a casual's perspective, you would just sort of stand in front of him and just get like one hit per cycle, but that would take about 5 minutes. But obviously we want to speedrun the game, so we're gonna do it in 2 cycles. But that involves like all these kind of precise jumps, squeezing in between.
Yeah,
these
that's
hitboxes
like
and
a
stuff.
good example of how bad those hitboxes are on the flames.
Yeah.
This is why I set my estimate like really high as well, because like anything can happen in this level, and it's just not working
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, for some people, this is a huge run killer, and then for others, with the 2 cycle, they can get it basically every. It's just about practicing the boss and getting it down.
Yeah, there's definitely like a rhythm to it.
Alright, I missed a hit there, so I'm getting this cycle called 9-3, but it's safer, so I don't really care.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
Time's gonna be coming up.
Alright, time now. That's time paid out. Time.
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
That's a
Yeah.
solid run, yeah.
Death Egg is Death Egg. That it's like really easy to happen. I don't think anyone's actually beaten Sonic 2 in a marathon without dying in Death Egg before.
I'm really happy I got the soft lock there. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was that was an interesting soft lock. Good run.
Thank you.
Any shout outs? Any of you want to do?
Shout out to DMTM.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't forget.
Yeah, Pedro Adventures. Yeah.
Shout out to Summer Haze for that.
Yeah.
Metro 1 setup. Like made that trick so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a 2-frame window to jump, and if you missed it, you would die. So really helped with that trick.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, go on, Liam.
No,
Awesome.
I won't gonna say anything. All right, I'm done. Anyway, that's it.
That was a really good run. So yeah, lots of GGs and applauses in chat. We're going to take a slightly longer than usual break just because we're still ahead a bit, and then after the break, we will be watching Blue Rail do SCP Containment Breach. So stick around for that.